So some people have been asking about my method for outlining, so I've decided to explain it. In a word, spreadsheets. Basically, I figure out the number of scenes I need for the project I'm working on. I think of a story like a jelly. I need to know the size and shape of the mould I'm pouring it into. This structure comes from television, where story beats are designed around ad breaks. If you look at television structure today, it's a tangled mess of between 5 or 6 acts, but 20 years ago it was a much more manageable 4. In an hour-long drama, you would have around 7 scenes in each of the 4 acts. Now, when I'm using this for novels or short stories, I have to wing it a bit. My scenes tend to be around 500 to 1,000 words, so when I wrote my recent 5k short story, I planned to have 8 scenes. 4 acts is a really good number as it splits your story into quarters, which is basically the 3-act structure with something happening in the middle. I've used this system for screenplays, radio scripts, and recently I tried it for these short stories. I like to know roughly how long my story is going to be before I start. Some people have said that takes the fun out of it. But what do they know? You can't have fun without a spreadsheet. If I don't know how long the story is going to be, then I can't work out where the major beats need to fall, or how the pacing's coming together. Now, this is a lot more bare bones than your save the cats or snowflake methods, and when I was first starting out writing, the idea of just listing what would happen in each scene one after the other would stop me in my tracks. To be honest, it still does, until I have a sense of direction. I try and hit the start first and work out what my very first and last scenes are, and then the end of the first and second quarters. Once those 4 beats are in place, it isn't so much a matter of staring at a blank sheet, but joining the dots. I do try and add more detail where possible, as it's quite easy to just write something like, "they fight," and then get surprised when your scenes come out much shorter than you would have expected. For stories with more than one protagonist, I break it down into A, B, and C plot lines, with a sliding scale of time between each narrative, where the A plot takes up around half a runtime and the B plot takes around a quarter. When I've completed a spreadsheet, I go ahead and jump straight into the first draft. These aren't hard and fast rules. I'll often swap things around as I go, but having the structure works as a starting point to get the story going. I hope this has been useful. Please consider signing up to my StorySheets webinar for just $200 pounds, and I don't know, like and subscribe something.